Good morning, guys. Welcome to the View with Equity, guys. Today is the 15th of July, a Tuesday, and my name is Chirag. We're NISM Technical Certified Analyst, and we're going to be going over what today has to offer. So, starting off with yesterday, Nifty closed 0.27% negative, with Bank Nifty closing neutral at just positive of 0.02%, and Sensex with 0.3% negative. Our view yesterday was that there would be a sell on rise market, and as predicted, there was a sell on rise market there. So let's see what today is going to look like. Starting with the data, the difference between Nifty and Nifty futures is around 58 points, which is a bullish view, and the difference between Bank Nifty futures and Nifty Bank futures is again it's trading at a premium of 135 points, which is again bullish. India VIX is up 1.35%, with GIF Nifty showing a neutral opening today. We see crude oil levels at around 5,700 levels, which is very positive for us. Again, showing which is going to be bullish in nature. Nifty Bs unfortunately did close 0.14% lower yesterday, but Bank Bs did close 0.12% higher. Gold and silver extremely high, with gold being up almost 1%, and silver being up 3.12%. Moving on to the sectors, we see that the sectors did start seeing a little bit of buying recently, but buying in sectors such as healthcare and consumer goods here are a little bit more prominent. Once we start seeing bigger sectors such as the IT and industrials start getting a little bit more buying, then we can see that market moving up a lot faster. Moving on to the advanced decline ratios, the advances and declines are quite neutral today, with the advances being 1,461 and the declines being 1,479. Moving on to our FII DII data, we see that the FIIs are selling in the cash market at around 1,614 crores, and the DIIs are matching that, buying 1,787 crores. So there's a net positive buying in the cash market. And in the FNO segment, for index futures, the FIIs are selling 3,277 crores, which is not good for the index futures. That is showing bearish there. And the stock futures, there is a selling of 262 crores. Overall, there is a net negative activity or selling going on in FIIs in the market as of today. Looking at the advanced decline ratios, Nifty is at around 22 advances and 28 declines, which is neutral, but leaning towards the bearish side. And looking at the sectors, we see that IT and finance, some of the bigger sectors, are on the negative side, right? And in Bank Nifty, we see that there's 7 advances and 5 declines. So it is slightly on the positive side, but again, fairly neutral is what the view is on this. Looking at option chain, so coming to option chain here, we see that the calls are on the left hand side and the puts are on the right hand side, with in the money being the shaded regions. So in the money calls and out of the money calls are seeing a good amount of selling, where out of the money puts are seeing some selling, but in the money puts are seeing a good amount of buying. This is again leading to a bearish data here. So we can see a little bit of selling possibility here today. So moving on to the global indices, we see that US futures are did open positive, did close positive. So you see that it's only very slightly positive, with 0.2% for Dow Jones, 0.14% for S&P, and 0.5% for 0.2% for Nasdaq. In the European markets, we see that DAX closed 0.39% negative, FTSE with 0.64% positive, and CAC with 0.27% positive, negative. Moving over to the Asian markets, we see that Nikkei is open with it being 0.15% negative around that. Kospi with around again being negative about 0.23%, and Hang Seng on the positive side with 0.26%. Looking at US ADRs here, we do see a lot of selling in the big companies in US ADRs here. A little bit of buying in Dr. Reddy's here, but then on the most part, it is a little bit of negative data here. So that is not good for the markets as of now. Looking at the futures markets of the different countries, especially the US here, you see the futures markets have all closed negative. Not too negative though, just 0.13% negative for all the indices. So overall, the data is on the bearish side for the US markets too here. Looking at the option chain for PCR, we see that the PCR for Nifty 50 is around 0.54%, 0.54, and the PCR for Bank Nifty is 0.81. Overall, the view for today, I would say, is again a sell on rise today with a possibility of it being a V-shaped market because of the oversold levels that Nifties are at. So the S2 levels here will play an important role for today. There could be a possible reversals from those S2 levels. But if S2 is not respected, we can again see a further drop to 24,824 levels today. If S2 is respected, we can expect a target of 25,151 today. And then if it is really bullish and the data turns bullish, we can possibly see it go up to 25,322 levels. Thank you guys. Please trade one setup. Hope you guys have a good day trading. If you guys liked the video, please share and subscribe, and turn on the push notifications so you get the views every day. Thank you so much.